welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today I'm making another one of the bracelets. This was the thing over here, 400 over on friendshipbracelets.net and 6855. I chose to do it in red and blue. Thought that'd be kind of fun, kind of pretty. The color red I chose was this really dark, rich, deep red. And then the blue is kind of this electric but darker blue. And so the bracelet turned out like kind of really dark. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you should be able to see that in the video, right? Like that's something. Overall, I would say this one went really easy. I didn't have any problems with mistakes and things really to speak of. The way you do have to kind of concentrate and follow the pattern a bit. Some of the parts are a little unintuitive. There's also the case of well, again, that goes to the unintuitive. When a bracelet is super intuitive, you just kind of do the same things again and again, and you don't have to think about it much. This one has things that kind of change up, and it makes it a little bit more difficult in that regard. I wouldn't call it advanced. It's not. It's just a 12-string bracelet, and it just has some zigzags and stuff in it. So it's not intensely difficult or hard or anything like that. It just takes a bit more concentration, and there's nothing wrong with that. I guess overall my favorite bracelets are the ones where I just kind of get into a mood and they just kind of flow down and they do what they're supposed to do, and I don't have to think a whole lot about it. And obviously this wasn't one of those. But it's really cool looking. The pattern is just complex enough to really kind of make you go, wait, is it repeating? Oh yeah, I guess it is. And that's fun. And it's symmetrical, which is also fun. And yeah, that's kind of neat. What else can I really tell you about this? There was some I think I just kind of really pretty much spent the day watching videos, making bracelets, doing my thing. And yeah, I didn't mind. It was a good day, I would say. I had a lot of fun making this, that's for sure. Because I personally, for me, I enjoy a challenge. So if it was nothing but easy bracelets all the time, yeah, I think that I would have given up a long time ago, and that would have been the end of it. Things about this bracelet though, like I don't feel like this would be really great by doubling it or anything. For me, the bracelets that work best when doubling it have certain traits that sort of makes the bigger portion more entertaining, more fun to look at, that kind of thing. And this would just be kind of like arrow shapes down the middle. Maybe if that's what you're into, if that's what you're trying to get, maybe you might enjoy that. I just don't see it as being something I want to try. And that's, for me, if it doubles well, then I can look into the possibility of making bigger projects, make bags, make whatever. And I don't think this will be one of those. As well as the fact that it would take a lot of looking at the pattern, and if you multiply that times, well, most of my small bags, this would be 12, there would be at least 8 of these loops. Yeah, that's just asking a lot to keep track of where you are that many times around. It just doesn't seem fun, especially since different parts look very similar but are not the same. That would add to making this much more difficult than it needs to be. at least to do that. It's still early. I'm drinking coffee. Hang in there. I'll get back to it. Oh man, I don't know why I love coffee so much. It's just awesome. Yeah, I did try to kind of keep like the whole top half of the bracelet. I tried to keep the knots kind of coming inwards. Well, I guess that right there I didn't. I think there's some things that you could do to kind of help add to the consistencies. I know a lot of people are into that whole straight edge thing. You could kind of maybe play around with that a bit, because the fact that it's always the blue on the outside, that could be a thing. Honestly, it looks like I didn't do that. I thought I was. I just saw the fact that I didn't. I do try to stay consistent, and yeah, even without doing the straight edge, it's perfectly still just a straight edge. I mean, that's why I don't take stock in that. It doesn't make any sense to me. That does not make your bracelet straighter. Good tension makes for a nice straight bracelet. So I've said it before. I made videos on it, you know. So yeah. What else? I'm pretty sure this was, yeah, I'm sure this was made during a member stream, so YouTube members can like hang out and watch as I make stuff. They can watch this. This is on a stream right now. They can't chat with me because I'm busy concentrating on making a video for you. But when I'm making the bracelets and doing that part, then yeah, we can just have conversations and I can give you tips and, you know, we can talk about whatever. But can't so much on the voiceovers. It kind of gets weird. So yeah. If you're into that kind of stuff, you want to see behind the scenes, watch your videos made, become a member. Which reminds me, I do need to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for making all of this happen. I really don't earn enough to really justify having so many hours of my day put into this, and so it's through their help. You know, even if it's just $5, it goes a long ways to buying the string and making all this stuff happen. So yeah, and Mandy and I are testing out new ways of being able to make it so we can have more contests. So that's something to look forward to. There you go. Yeah, I can't tell where I am in the bracelet. It's around the halfway. Oh, if you're looking to make this easier and you're not trying to make it symmetrical, I think the area coming down towards me goes faster. I don't know why. It seems to almost always happen for me. Excuse me. It might just be me. It might be just because I'm more comfortable with it. I don't know. But I know that it took less time from this point on. Just a little bit, but it takes less time. So perhaps that's a thing that, you know, you want to look into and try. You know, just take the bottom half of the pattern and let it repeat. That'd be easy enough to do. My graph paper is available over on my website, so you can grab that up and give it a try. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is all supposed to be about being a tutorial. It's about how can I help you to be able to make what I'm making. And yeah, I showed you how I made the pattern, where I took the inspiration. These are all things that are accessible for you. You know, like the graph paper I used, that specifically is available over on my website, and you can download it. And there's plenty of free apps you can use to color in the little squares to make it your own. And hopefully you do. Honestly, periodically I get messages either through Instagram or Discord telling me, hey, I loved that pattern so much I had to try it, here's how it turned out. I love that. If you do this, please tag me. I love that. I think that's some of the coolest stuff ever. Like that's, yeah, I want more of that. So yeah, if there's maybe patterns that you want me to try, you could always submit them as the blindsided creations, which is another fun thing that I like to do. Basically for those, you give me the pattern number, the website it came from, and the number of strings, right? So that way I can have the template already pulled up and stuff. If I open up, if I just went to the pattern number without knowing how many strings, I would then have to go and look for an appropriate pattern to work with to make it, which would just add more time to the video, which I kind of try to avoid. So yeah, it's just those three things, and I'll make your pattern. So yeah, that could be fun. I do enjoy those. I really do. I think there's something fun about you seeing me first seeing the video, or not video, the design of the pattern for the very first time. I see it, and I have to make a whole lot of snap judgment decisions, and you get to watch that whole process as, you know, kind of unfold right in front of you. So yeah, very cool. Got a few minutes left. Oh, the music is that's me in the background. Yes, I have help with it, but I put the tracks together, I did the prompts, I did the whole whatever. So yeah, that's something. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about trying to find how to put it onto Spotify. I just don't want it to have problems where other people can say, nope, I made it instead of me. And then yeah, I don't know how to do all that stuff yet, so I'm working on it. But yeah, that's kind of new stuff that we got going on here. I am constantly, forever adding more and more work to myself, just to try to make the channel more fun and interesting. So there you go. One more little tidbit of things going on over here. What else? I feel like I had like thoughts in the back of my head, like that I wanted to add specifically about this pattern. Oh, I would definitely go for more contrast. Again, I don't know. Part of me says I messed up when it comes to the colors, but part of me looks at this and says I would rock the hell out of this. Like that. It just looks really cool. Yeah, I don't know. If I had to do it again, would I do it the same? I can't say. I don't know. Because I kind of really do like it. I do think it's fun. I don't know. Give me your opinion. Let me know what you think. Give me a comment. It helps with the ratings and stuff. It helps for whatever it's worth. YouTube says, you know, comments and engagement will help the channel. So yeah, if you can do that, that'd be awesome. We got a little more than a minute left. Oh, I did not do anything special to try to make sure that I didn't run out of string. And I have plenty long enough tassels. There was no changing to be conservative or anything like that. So that's always good. That's a major plus. So there you go. A little added insight. Just for those people who stuck around, right? Everybody else is like, he's done. He's told his story. He's done. And then I remember things because it takes me a while to remember stuff, honestly. But yeah, I think we're almost to the very end of this thing now. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Honestly, it means a lot. Again, it's the engagement and whatever helps the channel, helps the watch hours. I don't know if I'm still affected by that, but it still helps. So, anyways, guys, I'm done rambling. Like always, don't get your strings in a bunch.